I'm Ian Biggs. Looking around, you might find it hard to guess where I am. New York City, that's right. I'm in the historic neighborhood of Sunnyside Gardens in Queens. This is no remote distant suburb. As the crow flies, Grand Central Station is less than 2 miles away from where I'm standing. So close, yet so far away. It reminds me of my home in England more than the Big Apple. But it's no wonder. Sunnyside Gardens was carefully designed in the 1920s using English garden city principles. One of America's first planned garden suburbs, the neighborhood began to flourish after the opening of the Queensboro Bridge. It remains a much-loved community today, and if you ask me, one of New York City's best-kept secrets. Sunnyside Gardens is one of only 2 private parks in New York City. The other is Gramercy Park in Manhattan. But the question is it really private? This area was carefully designed with a special vision. As you can see, the community is organized around a number of common courts, like this one, that provide shared space for gardening and other activities. The vision was one of community, and a series of covenants protected the public, not private nature of the space, but these covenants only lasted 40 years. When they expired in the 1960s, many residents promptly started carving out parcels of land from the common areas and fenced them off for their own private use. Turf wars broke out. After years of ugly disputes, the New York City Planning Commission intervened and in 1974 declared the area a community preservation district. Effectively, this re-established the old common property covenants, but the changes weren't retroactive. Residents who cut off their piece of the pie got to keep it. So what does it mean for Sunnyside Gardens today? Well, it's on a case-by-case basis. Some residents take the neighborhood's original community spirit in their stride. Others, namely the ones who maintain fenced-off property, like this one, staunchly defend their rights. Even if they can't prove them, the legal tangles of the 1960s were so convoluted, it's often difficult to establish if a piece of land was legally partitioned in the first place. But legal or not, they'll probably tell you to get off their property if you stop to smell the flowers. Hardly in keeping with the progressive era vision of the original architects. But at least it serves to remind you that you are in New York City after all. I'm Ian Biggs in Sunnyside Gardens.